Hello viewers. Welcome to the second part of String in C#.NET tutorial. In our last video, we looked into some very basic concepts. And in this part we will see how to access individual character in the string. This is also an important concept because if you want to perform some operations like manipulation and crypto, then you need to access every single character inside the string. Okay, so let's begin. I am dragging some text boxes onto the form so that we can see the results. I am programming in form load event so that we can see the results faster as we run the program. Let's declare and initialize a string variable. Now our string is ready and our string variable is referring to a text. You know from our previous video that how the memory representation looks like. Just take a look again. Every character lands inside in memory box which is 2 bytes in size. And characters have index numbers. Now let's begin with and see how we can publish the whole string into our first text box, that is text box 1. This is quite simple and we just assign our string to the text property of text box control. We almost use the same method to assign string to any other's control text property. Let's run the program. String is published on the form. Okay, let's move ahead. Now I want to read out only a single character from the string. Let's suppose I want to read out the first character, that is S, and have index 0. String characters can be accessed with an indexer. The most common and traditional way to access a character is by using the square brackets on the string variable. You specify the indexer inside the square brackets. Let's see how we can access character S in the string. Write the name of your string variable followed by brackets. Inside the brackets write index 0. Now here comes the interesting part. This whole syntax is actually will return a single character. In other words, this syntax will return character type and you need to declare a character variable in order to store character S. If you use string type variable, it would be wrong and program will not accept it, like as you can read the error message on the screen that the program cannot implicitly convert character to string. So keep remember that. When you are reading a single character using the square brackets, it will return a char type value. Let's print the character into the text box. Type convert the character to string and run the program. As you can see, we successfully read out the first character. Using square brackets is a very common and easy way to do that. But there is a pre-written method in string class that can be used instead of square brackets. The method name is element@. Let's see how it works. This method takes indexer as argument and return character. Run the program. As you can see, we are getting the same results. Now it is up to you which method you use. It is just a matter of choice. I am coming from C and C++ environment, so I prefer square brackets. So now you can read out any character you want using indexer. Let's suppose if I want to read out character C, which has index 10, so I can write like. When we work with the indexer, we usually experience a very common exception error, that is, index out of range exception. This exception throws when the programmer tries to access an index that is not valid. Let's see what happens if I try to access index 17, which is an invalid index. This exception is not related only to string. You will encounter this exception while you are working with arrays or collections that involve indexes, and you accidentally try to reach any invalid index. One last thing that I want to lift here very shortly is immutability of string. That means once string object is defined, it becomes immutable, or in other words, read-only. Later in this playlist I will discuss immutability of string in great detail. But not now because we are initial stage. But I can show you here an example of immutability. Let's suppose I want to change character C using index technique. Let's see how you can write your code. You can notice here that our code is underlined. This operation is invalid. I hope you understand one thing here, that you can read out a character from the string, but you cannot change any character using the same technique. There are some other techniques we use in order to change or manipulate character. We will look into all the possible ways to do that in our coming videos. In our next video, we will see how to declare empty and null string. We will see what is the difference between empty and null. And we will see how to check if string is null or empty using if statements. Stay tuned and thanks for watching.